The enemy is pushing toward Kostyantynivka from 3 directions, and even though their infantry is still far from the city itself, Russian drones and airstrikes keep hitting it non-stop. And the Paladin crew from the 28th Mechanized Brigade stand their ground to cover the infantry on the front line with artillery fire. The fate of the city depends on their accuracy, while a group of enemy infantry is trying to dig in among the buildings on the outskirts of the city. Such small groups are dangerous because they can move quietly and unnoticed. Later, they can operate as sabotage teams inside the city itself, so any attempt of the enemy to establish a foothold must be crushed immediately. Direct hit, but the enemy does not stop even for a second, and a new command, Gun 2 firing mode, can arrive at any moment. The M109 artillery crews working in the Kostyantynivka sector have been firing without rest.
When it's needed, everyone works. All of us. Doesn't matter who you are, mechanic, loader, gun crew number. Everyone works.
Often, they even have to perform vehicle and gun maintenance right on the firing position, cause artillery still remains the first response weapon. Despite the rapid development of drone tech, artillery still needs less time to aim and fire than a drone needs to reach its target. But just one moment's hesitation could cost someone their life. And this reveals the first problem of the Ukrainian artillery and the armed forces overall, a shortage of personnel.
We've got enough shells, but not enough hands. If we had more people, more hands, it would all be much easier.
And with more likes, this story would spread much faster. The fewer men you have, the more effort each of them has to make. And that kind of pressure can affect their performance. But despite the fatigue, lack of sleep, and the constant danger from the sky, they are still doing great. A group of enemy infantry is trying to crawl as close to the city as possible. The crew sends them giant gifts, weighing 40 kilograms each.
We're firing HE frag, sometimes cluster, stuff like that.
The last strike on enemy infantry was extremely successful.
Around 10 to 20 meters from the target. That's excellent. I think after a shell like that, yeah, it's rough. I think that was quite effective in that area. If it lands in their direction, there's simply no way to run. There were wounded for sure. Not sure about killed, but wounded were definitely there.
But on the Donbass, accuracy alone is not enough. With so few of these self-propelled guns available, and with constant problems getting ammunition to the firing positions, the crews must perform real miracles of precision. The previous owners of the gun simply cannot believe such shooting is possible.
1, 2, and sometimes even with the first shot we hit the target directly. Everyone was happy, everyone was just shocked. The Norwegians said this doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen.
That you hit with the first shot?
Yeah, right into the target. Happened more than once. I told them, coincidence, I guess.
And how often do these coincidences happen?
Pretty often, yeah.
Despite such successes, every fire mission carries serious danger, and that danger hangs directly above their heads. The danger from the air passes. Time to get back to work. During this shift, the gun has already carried out dozens of fire missions. And you have one mission too, to subscribe to this channel. But now, after a long shift, the most dangerous mission begins, the rotation. To rotate an artillery crew past swarms of enemy drones, you need one thing, speed. Armored vehicles can't deliver it, trucks can. So the press officer of the 28th Brigade leads the operation. This pickup truck blasts into the danger zone at full speed. There is no way back. There are so many UAVs that they have to shoot back at them right from the windows.
Цинкуй лево.
Цинкую, пытаюсь.
И зад смотрите.
The further the vehicle moves, the more dangerous it gets.
Дуже багато дронів.
There are a lot of drones here, especially the fiber-optic ones, because the enemy brought in another unit that uses a massive amount of fiber-optic control. So flying through this area is literally like rolling a dice. As you can see, everything here is destroyed. And driving through this is pure lottery. And now comes the most fun section.
For this open stretch of road, the soldiers use every defensive tool they have.
Помпа, реп і...
You need a pump-action shotgun, EW, and a lot of attention, because fiber-optic drones aren't affected by EW as you see. And EW doesn't always help anyway. It's like a body armor. It gives you a chance, but never 100%. So attention is everything. You must stay extremely alert. Ahead of us, there may be drones lying on the ground, waiting for us. Sleepers, as we call them. They are very dangerous. They can lie there as long as they want and just wait for a target. So stay alert. Very, very alert.
Attention to the sky distracted them from the danger waiting right under the wheels. Now they have to stop. And what could be worse in a place like this than stopping?
Да. Ненавижу путанку. Давай. Як ви бачите, ми ще...
As you can see, we haven't even reached the position yet, and we're already stuck, trying to pull out now. Constant explosions, drones everywhere, and this is only the beginning.
І все тільки починається. Красавчик. Давайте по коням.
This time the group is lucky. The artillery positions are close, but they still need to make sure no movement gives the position away.
Чекаємо.
Waiting for the command to move on to the position.
While they wait, an FPV drone comes over.
Let's get inside quickly.
The press officer of the 28th Brigade casually ushers the soldiers into an apartment entrance. But drones are not even the worst thing waiting for them in this city.
Я так розумію, не тільки дрони працює.
They're working, as I understand, not just with drones, the entire arsenal, KABs, 15 to 30 strikes per day. Drones, hundreds. Artillery works here too, as you can see.
Is there a safe place here at all?
No, none. Only the basement. The only safe place is literally sitting in a basement and not coming out.
And the order to move to the position doesn't make things any easier. The group needs to take the last stretch on foot and hope to slip past enemy drones unnoticed.
Whew. We barely had a second to catch our breath. Had to run again. Too many drones. We just reached the guy's position when the order for fire came in. Here's the gun being prepared, and now it's about to send death downrange.
There's no time for chatting. The rotation has to be finished before nightfall. Night vision drones give you no chance of getting out of here in one piece. The shift is handed over. Everything's packed. Time to move.
Це дуже небезпечно. Ну, це буквально...
This is extremely dangerous. This is literally the death road right now. That's what we're driving on. It's just a lottery. You see, need for speed, damn it. There's no other option. There is no normal logistics.
How often do your soldiers from the 28th Brigade have to do this?
Several times a day, because without it, you can't supply your units. We have to take massive risks, really massive. And well, this is the reality of the war. Everyone loves watching assaults and all that, but without logistics, those assaults simply won't happen. And this is basically the only road of life, the only way to supply our soldiers. We're still lucky. We managed to get out. But some have to drive like this several times a day. And here, they hit literally everything that moves. You'll see in a second, there's a fire station ahead and a destroyed vehicle near it. Yeah? And this place is hell. There's another one. Look, that's a fire truck. Damn.
The artillerymen continue defending Kostyantynivka. Once, they had the fame of the gods of war, an unquestionable force that decided the course of battle. But today, being an artilleryman is not much safer than being infantry. New detection systems and new strike weapons force these gods to risk their lives every single day, at every stage of their work, to protect a city that has not surrendered, and still hasn't. This mission has lasted not for a day, and not for a month. And as of now, the story of the defense of Kostyantynivka is far from over. Stay with us to hear more stories from the front line. Honestly, it takes a different kind of courage to run that gauntlet of drones every single day just to do your job. If you want to see what that reality looks like for other crews holding the line, check out the playlist. Stay safe.